Hello everyone, welcome back to my podcast Suchitra's Life, and this would be the last day of the year 2023, and I just sat down to do a bit of reflection. I know people out there would be really irritated with me talking about the year that went by, but I feel that reflecting on 2023 would really help me to get my focus back in 2024. So the year 2023 for me personally has been a game changer because of certain decisions that I took in my personal life. And I'm glad that I did. I have no regrets. But those decisions have led to some inconsistencies, and it was tumultuous for me to navigate those decisions. And now looking back, absolutely those decisions were so nerve-wracking, and one among these ups and downs were losing a job and searching for a job, getting a job, trying to prove yourself in your new job. I think this was quite training mentally, not so much physically, but mentally I was kind of really exhausted. And so that's why you might have noticed a certain gap in my podcast releases. I had to take a break, and I was just not in a proper situation to even talk about something. I wasn't reading, I wasn't doing anything. I was just, my mind became numb. But now things are back to normal, or I suppose I'd like to believe that they're back to normal, but I think ups and downs are part of our lives, and I think maybe I'm kind of overtly sensitive, but a slight change and I start feeling quite anxious, perhaps. So reflecting on 2023, I have ventured into things that I had always dreamed of. Creatively, I've experimented doing theatre, doing plays. That has been quite fulfilling. And standing on a stage, the sort of rush that you feel while performing on stages is absolutely addictive and amazing. So hopefully going forward I would do more plays and stuff. And releasing a podcast episode each week for me has become a ritual of sorts, and whenever I miss doing it, I kind of think that okay, this is something I should go back to. So podcast had emerged to be one of those things that I'm grateful for. And I'd like to thank all my listeners for just tuning in, listening to me. I don't know how to even properly promote my podcast. I tried getting on Instagram and doing promotions, and I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I'm not understanding Instagram. But yeah, I have ended up creating a YouTube channel wherein I'll be posting the same episodes that I've already posted. I'll be reposting it to my YouTube channel just to increase a bit of reachability, and I don't know how to do this promotion thingy. I'm just getting the hang of it, and it's 2+ years of podcasting journey for me. I've started this podcast in the year 2021, in the month of May, and since then I've been doing it, and it's 2+ years of me being a creator, if you'd like to call that. I have experimented with whatnot, and I'm grateful that I did. Initially, when I started this podcast, I remember sharing it with somebody that I kind of liked them, and I wanted them to like what I'm doing. The person ended up saying that whatever I've done is crap, and it just broke my heart, and I just wanted to delete it right away, but something inside of me stopped me from doing it. I don't know what it was. It just said, it's okay, just let this be alive. I initially, I have this impulse of like starting a blog, deleting it, starting something, deleting it, erasing it, and going back to my life, telling myself that I am not cut out for this, and that would be the end of the story usually. But with this one, I kind of stopped myself. I'm like, enough is enough. I will not let this die like the blogs or the short stories that I would start but I would never be able to end, and they just die a natural death, or whatever that I was trying to create, but I couldn't bring it to its final form. But this one was different. I wanted to keep doing it. I wanted to just build this ritual of showing up every week, and I'm glad that I did that. And 2023 has been, though tumultuous, it has been quite kind. I was able to explore myself, question, reflect, think, face my fears, handle them. And people keep saying believe in yourself, but they never tell you how to do that. I think you'll believe in yourself when you do things. These things could be a bit of an advanced level for you, but you're doing them, and slowly you build this confidence that okay, I do have something in me and I can pull something off. So bit by bit you realize that you have certain skills and you can build. And that's when you start believing in yourself. You just can't keep affirming that you have to believe in yourself, but there's no evidence to show that. You got to build that evidence, and hopefully this podcast would be that for me. I've never really started my podcast thinking it would be something incredible or amazing, or that it would be like Joe Rogan's podcast or something. Not really. I just started it just like to have a database for myself. I was chronicling the 90s era for myself, and that's all. But it started becoming a little more than just a database for me, and I really it truly moved me when strangers said that my podcasts are good. These are people who don't really have to say anything about my podcast, but they did listen and they did enjoy what I was saying, what I was talking about. So it means a lot to me, and to each and everyone who's ever listened to any of my podcasts, thank you so much. And I wish you all a very happy new year 2024. I hope you guys start the projects that you've always wanted to start, pick up the skills, learn something that you were always interested in. You never know where it might take you. And thank you so much for supporting me, and keep listening. I'll be coming up with more stuff in 2024. Bye-bye and take care.